Ellipse. Our group members Amir Muzaffar bin Muhammad Shafawi 92000977, Ali Husaini bin Abdul Razak 92010111, Nazif Naufal bin Ahmad Hafizan 92000984. We will present about the concept ellipse in field track. So, we sketch the track like this. The definition of ellipse is set of points such that the sum of distance of each point from two fixed points is constant. These two fixed points is we call as foci of the track. This we call as major axis, and this we call as a minor axis of track. And this point we call as central of ellipse of track. We go through the equation of ellipse. At this point, we must start to draw coordinate axis of x-axis and y-axis of the track. O is the central of ellipse as an origin, x-axis along the major axis, and y-axis is along the minor axis of the track. Actually, the equation of ellipse is simplest when the center of ellipse at the origin and foci on the x-axis or y-axis. For any point, the ellipse in field track, sum of distance from the foci is constant. This constant will be equal to length of major axis. We assume that semi-major axis of field track is A and distance between center and focus of field track is C. Consider this point as Q. QF1 equal to C plus A and QF2 equal to A minus C. So we get to A. And we know any point of the ellipse is sum of distance from the foci is this constant 2A. And 2A is the length of major axis. We discover in this field track there are relationships between semi-major axis, the semi-minor axis, and the distance of center of ellipse to the focus of ellipse. And if we take semi-minor axis as a B, so this is a relationship we saw earlier, we can conclude these are two major things we know about concepts ellipse in field track. There are several reasons to choose an elliptical or oval shape for a field track. First, it allows spectators the ability to view the entire competition, especially if there are raised stands. Second, an elliptical track requires more skill than a circular track. There are varying degrees of turn as well as straight segment. Third, in some forms of racing on field track, there are standard track length. Though the track can vary, the basic shape is limited to an oval, perhaps due to historical consideration. Fourth, concept ellipse in field track can avoid a number of concerns, especially for spectator safety during the running match. Fifth, the track is formed in a shape of an ellipse, since you can do many events on it. From high school to college, you can run from 100 meter to 1000 meter on it. It also gives runner more of a challenge than a straight line. In conclusion, the field track is one example of the concept of ellipse in our daily life. The end.